Yeah, you know what it is. You're back with the Wild Card Mar with another episode of Wild Card Chief, and I got a special guest with me. Hey man, you know what it is. We're gonna recap week 6 of our Chiefs getting that dub over the Broncos, but we definitely gotta talk about week 7, getting ready for them LA Chargers. Holla at you. Hey, you know what it is. We back with another episode of Wild Card Chief. It's episode 34. You know, we gotta have that recap of beating up on them Broncos. I joke about it a lot, but it's real talk. The last time the Broncos beat the Chiefs, my 8-year-old daughter was 2 months old. All right, she ain't seen a lot of losses to Denver.
That's called
middle
perspective.
Hey, perspective, yes. My middle child, 6 years old, she's never seen a Chiefs loss to a Broncos. So let's put it all into perspective. Anyway, Wildcard Chief, Wildcard Mar here, and I got a special guest with me from ACH, Arrowhead Chief Podcast. We got Unc Clarence, man. What's happening, Unc? Talk to me, man.
What's going on with you, dog? I appreciate you having me, man.
And I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Before we get started, man, tell the people where they can find you at, Unc.
You can find me on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm at. You know, logo, the name down there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me as Unc, aka Simon Phoenix, because of the blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what it is, though. Y'all know how I cut up.
Yeah, hey, Unc be cutting up. He do. Yeah. He be cutting up. But hey, man. Yeah. Hey, I know where y'all can find all the IOW Sports content is on the bottom of the screen. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, IOW Sports Network, IOW Sports One on the Twitter, and of course, chop it up with me, Casey Walker Mar, on the Twitter as well. I'll be on there. So, man, let's get down to business, because obviously let's recap this week 6, 19-18 victory over the Denver Broncos, man. What were some of the things that you liked? That you saw from the Chiefs that you're like, hey, man, yeah, that's our squad. Talk to me.
You know, I mean, first and foremost, like everybody's been seeing the way this defense is trending. Offensively, you know, just being able to find that consistent rhythm with Rashid, you know what I mean, and giving Pat somebody else that he can depend on that's going to be there. Hopefully that, you know, this is a good trend of building towards something with the rookie. And like I said, I mean, you know, it's just business as usual defensively. Like, keep stacking these good games, keep gaining that experience and getting that confidence in the things that they do right. You know, it's a division opponent. So, you know, while we want to see 20, 30 points against them, you know, it is a division opponent. Is some familiarity there. So I can't expect them to go too crazy. You know, but take care of business. A dub is a dub. You know what I'm saying? A win is a win, and you just trying to build that momentum for December and January.
Facts. Y'all, hey, you always got to stack them dubs up, just because at the end of the day, like Unc said, when it comes down to end of December, January, you want to make sure you got them dubs stacked up so that you can have a nice advantage going into them playoffs. And hey, we've seen what some good advantages done for our Kansas City Chiefs going into the playoffs. So hey, any team. So what is it about this offense that you see things where you're comfortable in saying like, yo, they're gonna get it right, and then you know, it kind of give me the things that got you a little bit worried a tad bit.
Yeah. So offensively, you know, I mean, them going out and like completely taking a top dog out of that wide receiver room. It's a good and a bad side to it. The bad side, you just don't have that veteran leadership to teach them how to be a pro week after week. I mean, yeah, you got MVS, but MVS wasn't that marquee guy in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? So he's still learning how to be an actual leader and set the tone. The good thing about it is we've seen them start slow, but excuse me, like I just said, you know what I'm saying? You want to be playing your best football in December and January. You know what I mean? So let them go through these growing pains now. Thanks. You know, we seen Justin Ross make some plays early. You know what I mean? So hopefully he can keep trending in the right direction. Unfortunately, Justin
give us some more of that, though.
Give us some more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Especially with Justin Watson being down now. So let Justin Ross come up and let him continue to keep growing and learning and getting that feel, because Pat goes off of a field thing with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You look at Trav, go back to that Chicago game. You know what I'm saying? With him and Trav, like Trav was supposed to run a corner route and Trav just adjusted and broke it inside. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where Pat lives at. So, I mean, them learning Pat and Pat learning them and their tendencies right now, this is still mid-October, into October or whatever. You want to be playing your best football going into December and January. And plus, on top of that, I'm an old head. I believe in the running game. I believe the running game still works. I believe that it matters. It matters, especially now when Pat is seeing 2 safeties deep every week. And these defenses are getting better and better at coverage and disguising things. So running game still matters. And we got 10 and number 1 back there that can get it done, man.
Yeah. It's just so crazy how dominant this team looks when the defense is playing and doing what they're doing, and you have a balanced offense. And Absolutely. You saw what I mean. I go back to that Chicago game. That was probably as close. I get it. It's Chicago. And, we can say what we want about the opponent. Regardless, they still handled the business.
They pros too.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Look, they're in the NFL too. So, it was such a balanced offense and dominant defense. When you see things like that, it's like, all right, you know, there was a point in time that you was looking scary like San Francisco was at points in time of the season. So if they can get back to that, obviously we don't need them to be perfect. But we've all, us as Chiefs fans and the real ones, I ain't talking about you punk ass Swifties. We talking about the real ones that's been down. You Swifties can come after me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about y'all. Look, hey, I'll tell you, we was a Chief before y'all. We a Chief right now, and we gonna be a Chief past y'all. So once they break up, you know, we'll still be around. You know, still talking our shit, still doing our time our chop. So, but that is the type of a team that that's unstoppable. And what I saw against the Broncos, let's be honest, the offense is still, you know, not clicking all the way. I get it. We're not comfortable as Chiefs fans of what we've seen for the last 5 years, them only scoring 2, maybe 3 touchdowns. You know, we're not used to that. So is it different? Yes. But at the same time, 5-1, give it to me.
Go. You can even look at that Jets game, dog. Like that Jets game was a prime example. You know what I'm saying? They jumped out on the Jets, and the Jets got a great defense. But for them to be able to, like, you see Trey Smith's block in the run game. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be able to find that identity and try to dominate that line of scrimmage and run the football with Pop. You know what I mean? Like that balance and being able to win a game like that, despite the turnovers and despite Pat not being able to put the ball where he wants to with his touch passes and things of that nature, to be able to go on the road and deal with that type of adversity to get that kind of win, plus be able to have that production in the run game, plus be able to have your defense be able to get key stops and capitalize on turnovers and get turnovers. Like that's what you want to see. You know what I mean? That's the type of team that can win in the event that they don't get a first round bye. You know what I'm saying? Like we've never seen this team play in the playoffs on the road. You feel me? And this is the type of team that can go on the road and win a playoff game.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no lie detected. But I will say this against Denver though. The fall off of Russell Wilson continues even harder. Give the Chiefs defense credit. They were all over that field. Man, that linebacker crew has been playing their ass off this whole season. The front four has been getting pressure on consistent, and not okay. Sometimes, depending on the play call, that's is kind of playing defense for some reason. They've been excuse me, they've been playing consistent defense, getting the pressure. And hey, no coincidence that 9-5 has gotten a sack in every game that he's played in. So I mean, hey man, I gotta ask this though.
What up,
man? Talk to me, man. What they gonna do, man? They gonna pay 9-5 or what's up?
Listen here, man. All right, so y'all listen. Y'all should know where I stand with this. This don't make no damn sense. So you pay this joker from Jacksonville all this bread. Then you kick him over to right tackle and sign a left tackle. And Chris Jones just said, I just want to be paid for what I bring to the table. Y'all seen what Quentin Williams got. You see what Cam Jordan got. You see all these other dudes getting this bread, and Chris can't get nothing but some money added on to this year. Amen. He can't get nothing but that. He sat out training camp, came back. The first game he was back, didn't he get a sack in that game?
He got 1.5 against Jacksonville.
I think he. So y'all listen here. Y'all can play this game if you want to. Chris gonna be out the door. Keep playing games if you want to. Chris gonna be gone, man. Y'all need to quit playing and pay this dude. I don't know why it gotta be. We gonna pay Pat, take care of Pat, and we gonna penny pinch everywhere else.
They just restructured his joint. They just restructured his money, bro.
You see what I'm saying? we gonna make sure he happy. We gonna penny pinch everywhere else. We gonna nickel and dime everywhere else. Because we can get away with it in this league. We can get away with it. No, you can't, man. Quit playing. Y'all need to quit playing. Pay Chris and acknowledge that without Chris, you don't beat Cincinnati last year. Because if my memory serves correctly, didn't he close out that game with a sack on Burrow?
Somebody had to close the door.
All right, then.
All right, then. Speaking of it, that matchup, Chiefs defense, Chargers offense, talk to me.
I mean, we just talked about it, 9-5. He the needle mover. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that back half to be able to play as confidently as they can play without 9-5 and them boys up front getting that pressure. And you got a center that's questionable, I believe it is. And, they got issues at the tackles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that pressure impacts everything else. That makes him have to hold the ball a second longer. He want to get that ball out. And these DBs can stand up. You know what I'm saying? I think if we just keeping it real, the Chargers might score 20 points. Maybe. Maybe. You talking about them being in Arrowhead. You talking about that crowd. You talking about the false start penalties. You talking about the lack of communication on the perimeter. Wide receivers running bad routes. And that defensive line just coming. Big George, Mike Dana, Turk been balling, Turk been flashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many folks. And is that dude back this week?
Who that?
Menahue back this week?
Oh, off of suspension. Yes, he is. Oh, and I cannot wait to see what old Menahue do.
And you can move him to D tackle. You can move him on the edge. There's nowhere along this defensive front that he can't play. And he a problem everywhere. Like, y'all better get real, man. Y'all better quit playing. Look here. This defense gonna mess around and be top, maybe number one in the league. If they really want to do that.
Last time I checked, I think they about top 5 already.
They can be number one if they really put their mind to it and say, fuck all the bullshit. We're gonna show y'all because y'all don't believe. So we're gonna make y'all believers. This could get out of hand real quick if the Chargers come in here on some bullshit tomorrow.
Total yards per game. You're 5th in the NFL. Passing yards. Again, you know, we got to shore that up a tad bit, but no, I'm kidding. No.
I know.
They're top 6. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, rushing. Could we tighten that up a little bit? Sure. That's still around top 11-ish, 15-ish, that mid range.
But you got to remember though too, Nick Bolton was out for a couple games.
Yeah. But
so that's a reflection.
True, but I've also loved what Drew Tranquill is doing, and this has got to be a game for him. Because think about it, I thought he was so good for the Chargers for all those years, and I don't know why they let him go. I thought he was an unsung hero. He didn't get a lot of the hype. Obviously, having Bosa on that team, Khalil Mack, having Darwin James, he's a lost name for some reason. I don't know how. But he always is around the football. Every time I see him in that 23 red, I see him around the football. So thank you, general manager, whoever you are of the Chargers, for being boneheaded enough to let him walk out the door. Thank you.
For whatever reason, this has been their trend the past 2 years. Like last year, they let homeboy go in Wuso or whatever. He left and went to Seattle last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was a speed backer. They let him go last year. And then this year they let Drew go. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, they don't value that linebacker position the way that they should.
They crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, though.
Yeah, that's a thank you.
Appreciate
and we can't forget this Chiefs defense, second in the league, only allowing 14.7, so 15 points a game. You're talking about a defense that is playing damn good football, and I got to remind y'all, when the Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, they had a mediocre defense at best. You're talking about around 15 to 19.
Come on now.
You're talking top 5. All right.
Come on now.
But the Chargers offense, look, I give him credit. I think Justin Herbert can. I mean, we saw it last year in that week 2 game. There was some throws that he threw, and we all was like, "Oh, damn, that was a good throw." But we see flashes of it. Can he have that consistency? But it also comes to, you know what? I've always labeled this Chiefs Chargers matchup defense and durability. I've always labeled it that. Because you look at the durability of the Chargers, whether it's their defense or their offensive players that can't stay on the damn field. And come on, it doesn't help Justin Herbert. But you look at the defense when it comes to the play, man, our defense plays the Chargers very well every year. So, I mean, advantage Chiefs.
yeah, for real. Absolutely. Yeah. I think because – you know, in years past, like you said, we had a middle of the pack defense, so it was never they were always starting slow, and then they would slowly start trending towards the end of the year and finding some positive things that they could do and do well. You know, where this year, you know, they came straight out of the gate playing their best ball. That's, you know what I'm saying? Fact. Which changes everything for every opponent now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
that's a great point, Ron. That's a great point. No, literally, that's a great point because all those times that Spags has, because you hear you be like, man, what is Spags doing, man? What is he calling, man? I ain't heard of Spag nothing.
None.
I ain't heard of Spag nothing.
Remember all them big plays they would give up early in the year in the games that we would score 30 plus points. The defense giving up 23, 27 points. You ain't seeing that no more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's hey man, it's impressive, dog.
It is. It's
really impressive.
Well, let's flip it. Chiefs offense, Chargers defense. Talk to me.
Number 10, that front, Creed, Trey, Tooney, run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Get back to that balanced attack, a healthy, balanced diet. Keeps you in great shape. You know what I'm saying? Run the ball. Keep Justin Herbert on the sideline so when he gets on the field, the time of possession matters that much more. So he's trying to find bigger shots, which he's going to take the chance to hold the football just a second longer, which allows for the defensive line to get home. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things are just they just stack up and they play in the Chiefs' favor. If you can run the football against this Chargers front, if you can have that balance, and if you can put drives together, a 13-play drive, a 15-play drive, 4, 5, 6, 7-minute drives, you put those together, he got it. He has no choice but to try to take shots downfield.
Yeah.
And that's not their offense, not with the wide receivers they got.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a true fact. That's actually a great point. That makes total sense just because, you don't want Keenan Allen to keep him and Herbert on that field, chopping up yardage. I want to see Eckler, who I think is going to be present this game. He played last that Monday night game, so I'm pretty sure he'll be in the house. So, I know what Austin Eckler do. You know what Austin Eckler can do. So you don't want to see him get going and having almost 180, 200 all-purpose yards. We don't want to see none of that. It's definitely important to keep them boys off the field. So hey man, McKinnon is versatile. Let's get to use it. For real. You pointed about Pacheco. Obviously, he's taking over the number one running back position. And give him. Here's my thing. I think Pop needs 15 to 19 carries a game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a good number for him.
15 to 19. And if he's really cooking, go ahead and give him his 25.
Yeah. I agree with that. And I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't dive into it against Denver for whatever reason, but you're going to have to lean on that. You have to lean on that, especially with the inexperience at wide receiver. Like that helps them get that separation as well. You know what I mean? Because defenses have to try to cheat. You know what I mean? And defenses, you put them in a bind when you're able to run the football like that.
Yeah.
You really put a lot of stress on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In years past, we could put stress on them with Reek. You know what I mean? Because he was just a coverage buster. Like there was no coverage that he wasn't going to bust. But now we don't have that speed like that. There's only one Reek. You know what I mean? Like now you have to be more honest with your game plan. And it's okay because some guys don't like to hit and Pop like to run hard. You feel me? Like I want to be physical and let them do what they want to do. Give the party people what they want.
That's
Give
a
what
fact.
they ask for.
Gotta give the people what they want.
Thank you. You know what time it is.
Hey, here's the advantage of where the Chiefs have it. We just got to be honest. And I know the Chiefs were in the same situation last week. You're looking at the terrible defense that's giving up. They're last in the league in yardage. They give up the cheeks. We just got to call it what it is, especially during the air.
Yeah.
And, this has to be the week that the play calling is more like, hey, Andy, you do look like an offensive wizard.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would ever go for a fake field goal and take points off the board. Not only that, but also, take 15 off the field. And, regardless.
Yeah.
Little PTSD. It
gives me. No, I got you, dog. Look, Pat want to go downfield. This would be a great week to be able to get those shots down the field.
Man, open that joint up, dog. Open that joint up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't want Andy and Patrick to fall into the get too pass happy. And this is why I agree with you wholehearted on get the run started. Look, give San Diego's defense their credit. Now, where they giving up the cheeks in there, where they having a problem giving up points, they're giving up about 25 and some change. They are good at getting sacks. And part of that is Khalil, who can rack up 6 in one game against the Raiders. So, I give him that credit. But I feel more comfortable that the fact that Pat is one of the least sacked quarterbacks in the league. So I'm not too worried about it, but I acknowledge that it's there.
Absolutely. You can't come out in a spread formation and try to get cute and have him holding the football and he got to climb the pocket and escape to the right or escape to the left and try to buy himself another extra second so he can find something. Listen, don't come out playing with them. Just go ahead and hit them in the mouth, run the football to get it going, and let them know that this is what kind of time it's going to be. And then you'll get them shots. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get them one-on-ones. You'll get that space so that you can throw a good ball to Travis and he can make a move or two, or to Rasheed or to KT, or you know what I'm saying? Like, get them dudes a little bit more space so that they can make some plays for you, because that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I do got to acknowledge the fact, I can't be all, sunflowers and roses about our team. We got to acknowledge that this giveaway situation is getting a little bit too high for my liking. I know you may not be at fault for all of those interceptions, Patrick, but still in your stat column there's 6, and there's I'm sorry, there might be 5. Hey, let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want nobody coming at me.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't be wrong.
You gotta be careful what you say about Pat, boy. Boy, they'll be outside your house tonight. Where you at talking about bad about Patrick Mahomes? Where you at?
Hey, which one is worse? I don't know which one to get. Because I already talked about Swifties on the episode, and I'm talking about Patrick. So I mean, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some hate coming. So
man, boy, you better tread lightly, boy.
So 11 TDs, 5 interceptions. I know.
Okay, 5. All right,
okay. But still, it's 6 games, and you got 5 interceptions. That's still a high rate of interceptions.
Yeah, it is.
Something I'm not accustomed to neither. Yeah. And on the season, 9 giveaways in total. It's just, hey, say what you want. We got to clean that up. And you don't want to get that up against a team that can get the sacks. They can get the pressures. Don't let it lead into mistakes.
Yeah. You can't play that way. And then obviously they know they can't turn the football over like that. You know what I'm saying? They just been fortunate that they got a good defense that's playing really good football that can get them stops and get them back on the field to give them another opportunity. But, even in that Jet game, you know what I'm saying, which I felt like was one of the best road wins that you can try to have. Pat was trying to find some touch on a couple of them throws. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just him working on that touch a little bit more to try to get it perfect. You know what I mean? Like lob passes and touch passes, you know what I mean? To just perfect things, because it's a game within a game for him. So he's trying to find stuff, which, I mean, it could be the case. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I'm saying? Them dudes on the other team get paid too. You know what I mean? Like, they making plays too. They get paid too, but
you can't forget that, people. They
still you got a game against Buffalo. You got a game against Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get them wins, and you can't turn the football over against teams like that.
Yeah, because I mean, when you really look at the schedule, how the schedule for the Chiefs is broken down, obviously, week 1 we weren't expecting that, but it is what it is. And you look at that team, Detroit. I mean, they're rolling right now, so that doesn't really look like a bad loss. That's a 1-point loss. But Jaguars, I mean, I know their record. I'm still not sold on it. That's just me. That's another topic for another day. But Bears, Jets, Vikings, Broncos, Chargers. See Broncos again next week. I mean, there's a period right there where yes, you'll see some competition, and then yes, there's some time for you to let's get the kinks out. Let's get the kinks out. I mean, how do you feel how the Chiefs have kind of, navigated this schedule so far?
Week 7. So like I said once before, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I guess I was mad at them that week because that offense will make you scratch your head. But I was like, you think about the point output, they hadn't trended in a good way, you know what I'm saying, with the exception to that Bears game. You know what I'm saying? That Bears game was a high scoring game.
Yeah.
But I mean, for what the league is doing right now across the board, you know what I mean, with the exception to that Miami game against Denver and that Buffalo Miami game, like nobody is really scoring a lot of high points per week. You know what I mean? Like defenses across the board are just playing better. So I mean, it's that whole, okay, I'll give it to you like this. So remember in years past, like defenses were always a step behind at the beginning of the year. Like we would see these point totals go through the roof across the board because defense was trying to catch up. You know what I mean? Because everybody's fresh on offense and everybody's flying. Whereas now it's a little bit more evened out and it's a little bit more balanced. So, I mean, for what's going on across the league right now, I think, and the fact that you got young guys in that room and nobody stepping up and saying, I'm the best, I'm the lead dog in this room, like they holding their own. Yeah. You know, 5-1 is 5-1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A key run at the end of the game against the Jets to win it. Going to Minnesota last week and gutting that out, or 2 weeks ago and gutting that out, that shows growth. You know what I mean? Like the offense is finding ways in key situations to win football games. Yeah. And that's all you can ask for when you got a young core in that wide receiver room that nobody has stepped up and said, I'm leaps and bounds better than everybody else in this room. You can count on me week in and week out. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Having that has shown that you just gotta try to get these wins and manufacture and play good situational football. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing. That's why they're world champs.
Hey. Just certain times you got to face adversity, man.
Yes,
that just is what it is.
Dog. Yes.
And,
yes.
And let's take a tranquilizer to the elephant in the room.
For real.
We want to talk about the dynasty word. Look, if you want that attached to you, you got to have that back to back in there.
You got to.
We had an opportunity last time. It just didn't go our way. We was missing some tackles. I ain't gonna make no excuses. Tampa Bay came in. They stayed home at their own place and took care of business. All right. It is what it is.
Yep.
Hey, you got another opportunity. That's all I'm gonna say.
For real.
For real. All right, talk to me, man. X factors in this game, and give me your You don't need to give me a score prediction unless you want to, man. Talk to me.
All right. So X factors in this game, it's gonna be up front offensively. Hopefully they don't play with their food. They just come out and they get this balanced attack. You know what I'm saying? Don't come out and try to be cute and spread the ball out. You need to come out early and get a touchdown, and you can't do that unless they respect the fact that you got a running back that can run it down their throat and run downhill and hit them in the mouth and be just as aggressive. So the X factor is, can they get the running game started to get one-on-one matchups offensively? Defensively, for me, it's the pressure up front is obvious. It's how Trent, Snead, Jalen Watson, Williams, Justin Reed, how they defend in the pass against Justin Herbert when he has time to be able to find these dudes, because they bigger guys. So you talking 50-50 balls, and you know what I'm saying? Like, how do they adjust to that? Chiefs at home, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tough place to win at. And Justin Herbert has only won here, one time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Last time he gave up some money. You know what I'm saying? He let somebody take one back to the crib on him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that still got to mess with his psyche a little bit. Like, he going to look over there and see 35 and be like, well, 35 might be there, but 22 and 38 over here, like, what I'm gonna do with this ball? Hell! You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Well, I mean, I think they gonna come out and handle business. It's a division game, though, so they probably get a 5-point win, 29-24.
Yeah. I think I said on when I hopped on your show. I think I said 32-28. So
32-28.
I can't remember, but I'm gonna rock with that 32-28. Just because I think Chargers might get maybe a couple of little garbage points at the end. But I think the Chiefs are going to control that for the majority of the game. And good old Andy's going to kind of let them off they throw for some reason and drive me crazy for some damn reason. Hey, let's get some ratings. Hey, Patrick, you're forgetting ratings? Nah, man, come on,
straight
man.
out. You know what I'm saying? Always playing. Quit playing with your food and eat, man. Go ahead on and clean that plate up.
Quit playing, dog. Like, stop. Like, that stuff be annoying the hell out of me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But X Factors, I'm still rocking with. Give me more Justin Ross, please. I know that G Keenum has been asking for it, but you tease me and Minnesota with Justin Ross. Then I was expecting for it to see more of him against Denver because Denver was giving up the cheeks in the air, and I didn't see much of him last week. So come on, give me some Justin Ross. And then on defense, man, come on, big 9-5. That's it. Just go straight. Go straight to the source. Big 9-5. I know you and Justin Herbert been, y'all been chumming it up, buddies. Buddies over there trying to get them Marlin. Okay. Go a Sack Nation. I want a Big Mac on Monday, bro.
For real. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Big Mac sacks. Yeah, come on. Yeah.
I need a Big Mac on Monday,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? We hungry.
Stevie Wonder. We hungry. I need you to whoop that trick. I need you to take
you man to say that whoop that trick song. You say that whoop that trick song.
I need you to be Justin Herbert. And he need to be that trick that get whooped.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, dog.
For real.
Yeah, you the one seen that whoop that trick song. Yeah.
You know I need you to handle business, dog, because you wreck the whole offensive game plan of the Chargers. We already know Kellen Moore gonna get pass happy. So go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm gonna touch on something else too.
So what I'm saying is like at this point, if you win the coin toss, I need you to put Pat Mahomes in the offense on the field first. And I need you to go ahead and go. I need you to go a 12-play drive. I need you to kill about like 7 minutes. I need you, absolutely need you to put that thing in the end zone. All right? Because it's going to put so much pressure on Herbert. So much pressure on Kellen Moore. He's going to get pass happy. That'll take the threat of Austin Eckler or even Joshua Kelly of the running game completely out.
Completely away.
Completely out. 4-4.
You know what I'm saying? For real. And not to mention, they get this game. Think about what that does for the division. That gives them a nice cushion in his division. Before Thanksgiving. You flip back and you go, you got to play Denver again. Like, listen, man.
You play Denver next week. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. Hey, I know Raiders fans and Chargers fans and Broncos fans hate us, but we just got to state the facts, all right? I said what I said earlier. My 8-year-old daughter was 2 months old the last time y'all won against us. This ain't hating. This is reality. You want some more facts? You want some more facts? Andy Reid since 2013 is 15-5 against the Chargers. Talk to me, dog. Oh, you're 7-2 with Pat Mahomes against the Chargers. Talk to me, dog.
Right.
This is domination, baby.
Yeah. Acknowledge them.
Acknowledge us. Acknowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
We are the
island of relevancy.
We are the Chiefs.
Yes.
We the ones. We the ones in the AFC. Don't be mad at us. Get better.
Yeah. It's real. Oh, it's real. It's definitely real. Yeah.
Hey, man.
I mean, it's facts.
Men lie. Women lie.
Yeah. You ever see Dodgeball?
Talk to him, Huck.
Remember the motto of Globo Gym?
Talk to him, Huck.
We're better than you, and we know it.
Oh, wow. It is what it is, right?
It is what it is. Yeah. Hey, Globo Gym, we're better than you.
Hey,
and we know it.
And we know it. Hey, man, this was great, man. Hey, man, talk to the people, man. Tell them when they can find you at, man.
Yeah. So Monday, we got a very special guest pulling up. I'm gonna let Chris drop that for everybody. But Monday at 3:00, we got another episode of Arrowhead Chief Podcast, followed by next Friday night. We got another guest. So y'all know where we at. Y'all pull up. Give us some love, man. We just regular dudes. You know what I'm saying? We ain't Hollywood. Everybody's invited. Doors always open to anybody, man.
You know it. And you already know what it is. You can catch me, Wildcard Chief Podcast, right here, part of the IOW Sports Network. Facebook, YouTube, of course, Instagram. Again, IOW Sports Network. IOW Sports 1 on the Twitter. I still call it Twitter.
I know, me too.
I know, I still call it Twitter.
X just sounds so dark, don't it?
No, right? Like,
I'm on the X.
Yeah, for real. Like, I know it sounds like some real some real stuff, dog. you on the X? You on that smart? What? Because I know growing up back in the day, if I told my parents I'm on the X. So you on this mud? What? No, X. You know, Twitter. I'm on Twitter.
He gotta go to rehab.
Hey, man, find me on Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar, man, or y'all can always chop it up with me. I'm on 613 Fate Productions as well, with my partners over there, D-Man K Sports Podcast and In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Great content over there. Ladies of Facts drops every Friday. So, hey, man, tap in with us, man. It was a great episode, man. You already know what it is. Me and Unc going KC. Come on. Did you really think we're going to pick,
Right.
When we find a realistic opponent that can beat the Chiefs, I'll go another way. All right.
Yeah. It's a couple weeks out. We got some time to ponder that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute, but hey, man. On behalf of y'all type in with Clarence, man, Wildcard Bar, man. We out here in the home of the. You know what it is.